Hey everyone, it's Andrea from King of Automation here again, and today we'll be checking out the system that we built for an AI agency that's focused on nurturing leads and boosting conversion rates. This is specifically tailored for e-commerces, so let's get into it. It's powered by ManyChat. As you might know, ManyChat is a powerful tool that allows us to build chatbots basically with AI integrated and deploy them on a multitude of platforms. For example, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp Messenger, SMS, email, and also Telegram. So it's pretty powerful and flexible, just as perfect to engage with followers, leads, and turn them into cash flow. So let's get back to our backend. There we go. So how does this work? It might seem a little bit intimidating from all these modules and nodes here. In reality, what this is simply a system that captures an interaction that allows when there's a trigger that we selected here. Sorry, let me show you exactly what that is. There we go. So in our case, the trigger will be when the user clicks on a referral link, and this has been deployed to work on Facebook Messenger. But as you can see, even on Facebook Messenger, there's different kind of interactions that we can track so that there's no chance that the lead slips off. And obviously, many other platforms can have different kind of triggers. Instagram will have likes, comments, DMs, and so on. We can also track ads click, which is pretty cool, but in our case, we just deployed it for referral links. So we have basically a set of questions that we set into the system so that whenever there is an interaction with the lead, it's going to be asked for a few questions. For example, what is currently spending the most time on in terms of like task. This has been built to support the sale of AI system, automation systems. So here we prompt to ask if he's been working alone, with team or contractors, and so forth. And then finally, what are his goals with automation? So it could be 1, 2, 3, or a combination of all of these. Pretty straightforward. And we have a bunch of conditions. So to make sure that if the interaction stops at any point, we have delays in place where we can then automatically follow up with the lead, making sure that the chat doesn't end up dead, as we can say. And this system is integrated with Make.com, another infrastructure that we often use to power our automations, and with Google Sheet, of course, to track all the interactions. And what is the goal of this whole system? The goal is to provide product recommendation to the lead, and then to track conversion rates in terms of revenue. So we will know if that specific lead, after our recommendation, ended up purchasing anything from a Shopify website. So I just want to show you the other part of our backend, which is going to be this one, results. How does this work? It's pretty simple again. Based off the answer that we received to our quiz, then it's going to suggest a product. These are all sample products, so don't pay too much attention to what it is. It's just to give you a general idea of the capabilities that we can deploy. We can our first questions flow, this one, and we need to pull the referral link from here, copy the clipboard. Then I'm going to quickly show you the Make.com backend of the agent. What it's going to do is going to check for paid orders. Whenever an order is marked as paid, it's going to import it in our Google Sheet, and from there is storing all the data that we need, right? So there we go. Let's move ahead with our interaction. Cool. So there it goes. Let's see. It's going to ask us the question. Let's select that we're spending the most time on maybe document processing. And then I've been paying contractors to take care of it. And what I want to achieve is cutting cost. And let's see what we get. So it's going to collect all the information that we sent over and then provide a recommendation. Great. Assuming we're sort of document processing and contractors. Perfect. All right, so then let's say that after this interaction, that obviously can be more or less structured in the way that we want to, I'm going to place an order. I'm going to create a sample order here. Let's mark it test. Let's give it a price of 105. Not a physical product. Let's select the customer. which is me, and mark it display. Yes. There we go. Now we are going on our backend, and this is scheduled to run every 15 minutes. It can be scheduled to run whenever you want, but for the purpose of showing you how it works, let's just run it manually. It's going to do an API call and retrieve all the data we need, and we should be able to see everything now in our Google Sheet. So here we have the recommendation with results, which is whether the email was already logged in our systems before, contact ID, date, and there we can see the revenue generated, 105. Here's the details of the order and everything else. So yeah, it's a pretty cool agent. It can be as simple or as complex as you would like it to be. Very flexible, can be deployed on multiple platforms, can do really any kind of job that you can think of, from coaching, businesses, e-commerce, brands, you name it. So if you're interested, keep following us because there's more to come. Keep automating. See you in the next one.